Good morning, my little potato chips. How you doing? Sweet Patty back at you with another video. And this is another video from this fabulous company, Who Knives. This is Carl Pearson, a Scotch fella who started his own little company up, and he designed his own knife and he had it made in China. And I done the first review of it. It must be about a year ago. Must be. I just don't actually know. But if you go back in my channel, you'll find the videos of the first time I done the review on this knife. And it was his first time I'd ever designing a knife, his first time of getting it produced and made. And he'd done an absolutely fabulous jobs. But there was a couple of little teething problems with clips and maybe some screws that just weren't right. And he addressed all them and just sent everybody who had bought from him. It was a pre-order, everybody who'd bought from him, and solved all the problems, which is fantastic. That's what you want from somebody who's going to start a business and do it the right way. He has Who Knives now. There's their own site on Instagram and co.uk, whatever that technical thing is. You know, I'm not that great at it, but go on to Who Knives and check them on Instagram to see what he has got to offer. He also sells now Civivi knives. There's a few other brands of knives that he's selling on his site. Get over there and see him. His prices are so competitive. They're usually a little bit cheaper than the main stores. But what he has done, he has come up with a revamped version of his knife. Now, his knives come in this. And look, I'm going to be honest, and I said this the first time. Carl cannot be making that much money on these, because if you go around the knife world at the minute and when you see what I'm going to offer you for the price that I'm offering you, this is a deal. And especially in the UK, because this is a slip joint, but it's a flipper, which are still legal in the UK. The blade is under three inches. Absolutely perfect. So if you want this sort of knife, this is the place for you. It comes in one of these boxes, which are absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I don't know how watertight they are, but I'm sure they're fairly watertight. Do they have a ring? I'm sure they had a ring. Yes, they have a rubber ring on the inside of it. You can see in there. So, should be fairly watertight. Super box just to have for bushcrafting or keeping your good knives in. They're nicely padded. But this is what you get inside the box. This is the important thing. And here, I'm going to go to this first because this is first. Backed for life. There's a lifetime warranty on the knife itself. If anything goes wrong with it, it will be replaced, fixed or replaced. There you go. That's a guarantee. I'll leave that there for you. There you go. You also get where to contact Carl, and this is his media page. I'm going to put this up here. I'm going to take this away because you get one of these stickers with it. So this is going to go up here beside Framar Knives. And you don't get to go beside Framar Knives unless I think you are very good, because this is the best Mamas and Papas store, I think, out there that you're ever going to get. So there's all the details for that, where you can find Carl. Again, sorry, I'll bring that up and you can check that out. There's his all social media. And he's very personable and very easy to talk to, Carl. Any problems, he will sort you out. And I wouldn't be recommending him if he didn't. So you also get the obligatory lovely cloth, which comes in this little bag. And then let's get down. You'll get stickers. You'll get one of the Who Knives stickers. And you will get this. This is the Who Knives V1. And this is the updated version. And there's a couple of iterations of this, but this is the one I got, and this is the one I absolutely love. Simple changes, effective changes, but it's made the knife better. Very simply. Because there was nothing ever wrong with the knife. It was a fantastic knife. So here you go. Here's your specifications. The blade steel, Bowler M390. Isn't that what we all want? It's a fantastic all-round steel. The blade cutting edge is 2.9 inches. The mechanism is a double detent. It's titanium, and the pocket clip now is stainless steel. It used to be titanium, but it just didn't work right, so he changed it. The liner materials, grade 5 titanium. The production, this is the updated stonewashed version. And this is fully stonewashed blade and handle. And what a difference. The other knife that I got the first time marked up incredibly easy, which is all right if you like that sort of thing. It's absolutely fine. And sometimes, I mean, like a Chris Reeves Sebenza, they mark up. But this just takes that away if that's not your cup of tea. And I didn't know it wasn't my cup of tea till I got this. I love this stonewash, and you'll see just how good it is. So there you go. You get an awful lot of things with it that are relevant to it. I'll give you a picture of it, haven't I? Yes. So the knife comes in this beautifully made silk baggie, not your cheap rubbish. This is an actual nice little silk purse to keep it in. Now, look at this. How flippin' gorgeous is this? I'm going to bring this up to you. Look at that stonewash. Now, I've been using this. You can see some mark, but it's not like the original titanium, which marked incredibly easy. This, you'll not notice it. If you can see, this bottom scale here is the backspacer is integrated into it. It nearly looks like an integral knife, but it's not. This side is just a pure titanium side down here. There is no weightlifting in this, or weight relieving. It doesn't need it. I'll give you the weights in a second or two. But look at that. Is that not just a sleek outline of a knife? This is the flipper is not too big. Lovely pivot screws. Really nice. This clip is absolutely fantastic compared to the first one. It's deep enough to go into my jeans, no problem. Lovely, and the retention on this one is really good. The first time it was titanium and it moved a bit. Wasn't great. I don't like that in the clip. And this is not something I'm hiding. My reviews are always honest. It was the one thing that I complained about on the first review, and the second one was the clip. This clip, let me just get a wee torch here for you. I'm just going to show you what was improved on the clip. Oh, get back here. Now, the clip goes over the top, folds over the top. Look how deep it is. It's above the knife. Now, in here, you'll see the screw where it goes. This is fitted into a slot, so it won't move. And it's got a countersunk screw sitting flat on it. The other one sat up a bit in the back. I didn't like that. It wasn't touching, but I just thought that's problem in the times to come. But it's been changed in this updated version. The blade, look at the stonewash. Oh, sorry, bumped my wee thing. Just look at that stonewash in the blade. Is that not beautiful? And I know I've said this before, and I don't know whether people agree with me. There's different colours of grey. There really is different colours of grey. This is a darker grey. It looks fantastic. It will take wear fantastic. I love the clean lines, how well this blade has been milled. It is fairly thin behind the edge. It has got enough to do every EDC task. As a slicer, absolutely fine. It's a high enough flat ground. The blade stock is, that's about 2.5 mil or something like that. Again, I'll do the check in a minute. But your flipper tab comes down, and that prevents you going up into the knife. But what it also prevents is the knife closing. One of my, it's just a great rule. If you can do it, all knives don't need it. But this knife is a harder use, so having that safety it's just fantastic. There's me pushing. Look at my thumb. You can see the white. I'm not just pretending to push. And all I'm going to get is just a mark there of this, which is jimped, which is fantastic. I like to have it. If you're going to have a flipper, have the blooming thing jimped so you get good purchase on it. And purchase is fantastic. Wow. Listen to that. It's on bearings. It's everything you wanted in a high-end knife. But you're not paying a high-end price for this. You're paying a medium-range price for this, which is, it's just, the dealers or makers and designers, they're just not doing that. They're putting a full price on a knife no matter when it's made, and they're putting really high prices. How Carl has kept this down all this time, this is just a little bit dearer than the original, but the upgraded things that he has done to it has made it, I can't find a fault. I genuinely can't. There's nothing. Everything is rounded over. Really lovely rounded over. Clean throughout. I love the way this backspacer has been included. It just is a fantastic knife. Carl puts his name on the top here. C.D. Pearson, that's his name. And this is, one man who's doing this, and one man you have to contact. One man will fix it. Just service is unbelievable. And he's a nice man. Nice man, young family man. So Look, you've even got the lanyard hole here at the back, which is a lovely hole. It just gives look, it's simple. And I'm not going to make it out that it's not simple, but it looks classic. But even more than this, the price that this is coming for, you can use this as a beater, to be honest with you. If you work hard outside and you want a knife that you're not going to damage, it's going to back you up whenever you need it. How good is that? I mean, that is a good knife for work and absolutely fine. But it's a good knife for anybody who likes knives. Double detent is just, it's addictive. Sorry, I didn't close properly. It bounces sometimes, depending on how hard you do it. You get a knack of doing it the more you use it. It is fantastic. I love it. Blade centering, right up the hey diddle diddle. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. The blade grind itself, these are all the important things to me that I look at a knife when I'm buying a knife. This is fine. The only thing, I'll put a little notch here. A lot of people don't mind that. I like a little notch in here, and I'll show you a video of me putting a notch in this. It's just a little, it'll just go above the grind of the blade edge, but it just means sharpening. I freehand sharpen most things. It makes it so much easier to freehand. So I'll put a notch. If you use a system, that's fine. It's pretty near the edge. It's pretty good, but I mean, it's like a lot of knives. This here, the plunge grind has to be cleared. So when I put a little notch here, it will clear it completely, so you'll not get a smile or a recurve. But look, I'm just going to be honest, this is fantastic. And this is on sale on his site, Who Knives. All the details are up there. This is on sale for £135 or 139. It's in the 130s, mid to high. But an absolute bargain. Titanium, stonewashed. M390 stonewashed blade. Beautifully ground blade. Look how well that is ground. This is not just a cheap Chinese, let's get it out and make a buck. Solid, solid knife. I love it. I genuinely love it. So I'm going to give you some of the sizes. Where am I? Here's my ruler down here. Sorry, you know the way I'm so organised. I've had a lot of reviews this week, more than normal, and they're all makers that I actually love. So it's been a joy this week. I'll do a recap probably tomorrow, because there's a few have deadlines on when their offers are up for them. So you've got a blade length, which is about 7 1/8, and look at that. It's 3 inches for the blade length, but a 290 for the blade itself. Absolutely fantastic. I love it. In fact, let me just be completely honest there. I'm just going to get this here. 3 inches. Yeah, it looks to be about just spot on. Maybe a little bit over 3 inches in the full length, but the cutting edge is well below the 3 inches, which makes it perfectly legal. Perfectly legal. So, here is the weight. We'll get you a weight on it. I'm not even sure what weight it is. I can't remember than the last time I'd done it. And there we go. The weight is 98.76, 98.8 grams. Fantastic weight for all titanium, not relieved. So that's what I mean. This is a knife that can do so much work with M390. It's just fantastic. For that price, it's just... Don't pass this up. You'll be sorry. It's 3.4 ounces. Come on, that is flipping good. That is good weight. Look, if he had wanted to make it lighter and lighter, he could have done. Don't think, you're not... 3.4 ounces is not a heavyweight by any means in imagination for a full-sized work knife. But you could have lightened it and all, but it would have took away what this knife was. It feels like a knife in your hand. You know, it's not a flimsy little knife. It's light enough that it can be carried as a flimsy knife, but it will serve you well in any job you want to put at it. It eats cardboard, just eats it. And that's what most of us bloody do. That is our hard work for most of us. Well, it is for me. But then again, I'm a big wimp. So let's see if we can turn this on and do this right. Right, let's do this. Get it settled back in and zeroed. Perfect. Right. Oh, that's in, well, do it in millimeters. That'll do. That's the best way to do blades, I think. I think it's a bit more precise. And this is 3 millimeters, 3.2 millimeters. So you really, like I said, you really have got a good blade there. Let me just turn this off. Turn off, you manta. What's happening? I've got a wee light flashing. Oh, Here's Paddy for you now. Look, I'm trying to turn this off and it won't work. The bloody cover's on it. Yes, silly blimmin' sausage. I just keep these in. Sorry, I like people to know that I'm not joking when I say I'm absolutely bone stupid. But I'm happy bone stupid when I've got this knife in my hand. I genuinely love it. Carl, the simple things that were just wrong with the first one, you have addressed. You have addressed thoroughly. You haven't gone over the top, but you have addressed them thoroughly. I love this clip. Great change. I love the fact that I don't see the top of that screw, because when the blade used to come down, you would have seen it very, very close to it there. Look at the difference in that now. It is perfect. I love it. Well done, Carl. I really appreciate you just finishing off what was an absolutely fantastic design and a really well used knife. It's that generic blade shape that does everything. And the nice thing about this, with this drop point here, right? With the drop on it, it's bringing your blade down. Look, I only have to lift to there to get that point. That means it's good for everything. That little drop makes all the difference. And if you get it wrong, it is terrible for the knife. Carl got this right for a first. Come on, for your first attempt at a knife, I'd be proud to the day I died if that was the only one I made. Lovely knife. So, £135. I know everybody, look, if you have a look at what the options are out there in this range of knife with these materials, with this fit and finish, if you can come up with something that's cheaper than that, you're good. You're good, and I want to get it as well. But what I'm going to say is 135. What Carl is going to do for us Paddy's potato peelers, and this is the really, really good bit. When he first done it, he couldn't really afford it. Now he can afford it a little bit. I don't know how, because that price to get that made, I don't know, and get it shipped to you. I have no idea how he does it. Magic. This is 135. But not only this and everything else that's on Carl's site, everything else that's on his site, and there they are. He is going to take, now everything else, I'm talking knives. He does do smaller like Hanks. He can't give you a discount off them. They're bought in at a price that's just really good. Check his site. He has a few really good things. But every knife on that site he's going to give Paddy's subscribers, when you use the code I'm going to give you, he's going to give £7.50 off everything on his site. Every knife on his site, £7.50. And that's going to last for 2 months to see how it goes, to see whether he can suck the pain up. And it's going to be pain because he doesn't have a big margin. So all I would say to you is get over there quickly before everybody else gets in on it. The first one was great. This iteration with the fixes, absolutely. This is now the finished article as far as I'm concerned. Now what I want is a thumb stud one, because I like thumb studs. So Carl, thumb stud one for Paddy, and you've definitely made my day. I still love this, but I love a thumb stud. Even if it's double detent, it just doesn't matter. I want a thumb stud. Now, isn't that an offer? I think that's an offer for a maker who's never tried to rip us off. He has never overcharged. He's been loyal to the knife and his subscribers, his buyers, in fixing the problems that he had when he first brought it out. This is finished. Nothing. I genuinely can't find a fault. Yeah, I don't know how you can find a fault when something is so simple. It just works. And I have beat it. Honestly, I can't tell you how much I've flicked this knife in the last week. I've had this about a week. So go over and see Carl at Who Knives. Please, you're going to get $7.50 off. And all you have to do is answer? For goodness sake, Paddy. All you have to do is put in the discount code Paddy's, all small, and then directly after it, 2022. And for 2 months, you'll get £7.50 off any knife that you buy on his site. To me, top class. Thank you very, very much. I'm going to say it on behalf of my subscribers. That is a fantastic deal for a small maker to give out to us. And we're just a bunch of rabble. So thank you so much. I hope you get it. If you get it, come back and let me know what it was like. Come back to this video and put down what you think of the knife. That would be absolutely amazing, and it would give Carl feedback. So there you go. Paddy's away. Another tremendous knife. I'm sorry it went on a bit long, but there was a lot to say. So there you go. You're going to get a fantastic knife at a great price. Take care. And he posts worldwide. So if you're in the States and you like a D10 flipper like this, why not? Why not? The postage will not be that dear, and you're getting £7.50 off it. So that's a good start. All right, everybody, Paddy's away. Thank you so much indeed. Bye now.